Hi guys, so welcome back to the video, and this is the part 3 of building the custom ROM. So I'll not bore you guys, and this part is going to be mostly about how you are going to make all the changes, add features, remove features, something that your device does not support you can add to it. For example, just a little brief before we start, I'm going to add AI to my device because it already holds the script to enable it. So we are going to move forward in the video right now and just begin with what files you have to go search and customize, how to debloat, and what features you can add, what features you're going to remove, and how you are going to build your image for the purpose of testing. So let's just move straight into the video. Open our CRB. So you can go ahead into your CRB folder. You can even do it using crb.exe, but we can directly go into project. Go to the project we extracted in the last video, and then in the ROM section we'll find these files. These are all the files that we have, and in this, the first advice is to keep a backup of all the files we are modifying beforehand, so that you know that if something goes wrong, you can always revert back to the stock firmware files and then try to change things over again. So just for reference, first thing which we are going to change right now is the system. So first we'll add and remove certain features. So we'll go into system, then scroll down and find system again. This is system, and do not play around with build probe right now. We are first going to go into etc, and in etc we are going to search for floating features. So you can open it using text editor, notepad, notepad plus plus, or you can go with a code editor as well. So I'll go ahead and open it with a code editor, and over here you see these are the list of different features that your device will have enabled by default. So first few things: true means it's enabled, one means it's enabled, on means it's enabled, false, off, or zero means it's disabled. Like you can see, it's true over here means it's enabled, zero means it's disabled, one over here means enabled. So we are going to go ahead and enable certain features. So the first thing we are going to change is floating features, camera configuration, AI deflicker, and it is set to off. We are going to go ahead and remove this off and make it on. First change, config mirror removal. Will also turn this on, which is a camera related configuration, and set it to on. Option called as S Pen sensitivity adjustment, which is set to 0, as any of the A34 version do not support S Pen, so of course it will have to be set to 0. Now there is a very interesting thing that here sec floating features common disable native AI. This is a line which is responsible for removing AI from your system. So if you click on this line and remove it, it will enable AI on your device natively. You won't have to install any module or do any sort of changes. It will have AI, but in over here we have AOD items and we need clock transition. So I'll go ahead and type over here clock transition, comma. So now we have just added this cover bold font. Something which you guys would like to change is the animation type. So if your device can support, you can try it by changing the animation type. For my device, I know it supports high end, so I'll type here H capital IGH and E capital END. And again guys, make sure that you have the backup of this file, this very specific file. You are going to copy this before modifying it. Now we have got high-end animation, then full screen always on display, we can make it 1. I will go ahead and search AI. So you have high resolution AI draft downscale, we have it true. Now we can go to AI agent, it's set to true. Now we have multiple AI C2PA is true, support image clipper true, object eraser true, reflection eraser true. All of these are set to true. Time weather is set to none. We can go ahead and make it true as well, so that we have a live weather wallpaper. And that is all. That is for the most part what we needed to change and get onto our device settings. And if you want high-end animation, you can make it high-end. Your could be low-end, lowest end, or something else, like, you know, lowest, or it can be set to mass as well. So if it's mass, you can change it to high-end, and that is it. Now we'll just go ahead and click Control S to save all the changes, and we are going to exit. Again, back in your system, you're going to select System, again System, and in over here you have build.probe, and you can open it with Notepad. So once you have Notepad, you can see all of your device configuration. If you mismatch even a single file over here, your device won't boot. So what we have to do, we have to go ahead and change. So this is what your display, you see in your build number sort of thing. So I can just add over here with something called as, you can add your own name to signify that it is your ROM, and I'll add github.untold. This is my name, so I'll add it there. And do not change anything over here, because it will lead to a lot of issues later on. Again, Control S to save it, and you have all of the settings same as before. We don't have to add or remove anything. Don't do it until you know what you're doing. You can go into private apps. See, there are a lot of apps that we have natively, and you can go ahead and debloat your ROM. Like your phone, you can remove your phone by clicking and deleting it. Don't delete anything that is a system related file, like secure folder is there, so I would not recommend deleting that. And you can search over here for FB, and you will have Facebook services, and you can go ahead and delete these Facebook services so that it does not cause any issue. I've deleted them, I'll refresh it, now it's gone. So you can remove Facebook services, you can remove OneDrive. Now in preload, we have this Facebook stub preload, we can just remove it. Then you have these apps over here, so these are your system apps, and these are responsible for your Wi-Fi and all of these working. So we are going to let it be like that. Now back in your ROM folder, and you have all of these files, you can go ahead and make changes to your product, which is responsible for all your apps. So it is responsible for your apps in your that you have pre-installed. So these are your privileged app, and these are the Google app that you have. So you can remove YouTube if you don't want that natively. You can remove Duo, you can remove Chrome, but rest, these are like Google location history and all. You can remove maps as well if you want. I'll let it be there. Now again, we can go into system_ext, which is a system extension. These are important files, so we are not removing them. While in privileged app, we have avatar picker, carrier configs, we can't change, Google feedback, Google services framework, setup wizard, we cannot change any of these files. So here we have done all the necessary changes, and now we are going to build our ROM, and the building will be done using CRB. I'll open CRB. Once you are in your CRB, make sure that you are on your selected project that you have been working on, and then you have to go into this icon over here, select, I'll make it full screen, and then go to build image. Now make sure that while you are testing, you have to select this raw image, and first is going to be our system. So we are going to create our system image, and this will take some time. As it's a system image, it's going to be big. Now once you see that it has got a success, means your system image is now ready, you can go and click on this drop down and go to system_ext and make sure that is set to Android raw image, and then again start building it. And these are very small comparative to system image. As you saw, it just got completed immediately. Now we are going to select product, and we are going to build that, making sure it's set to Android raw image. And like, it will take some time as it is a little bigger than system_ext, so we'll wait for it to complete. So now once you have got all of these three files, which is essential for testing, because you can't just simply go ahead and install whatever you have. So now we'll again go back to this double folder over here and click on build. Now once you have this, you have got these three images, and this is it for this video. We have built the images, we have got it out, and in the next video we are going to get an interesting way to test them without completely installing them onto our device. So guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel so that you don't miss the next video on this. And the series is just beginning. We are just learning very basic things. We are going to learn a lot more in upcoming videos about porting from another base and everything. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel.